Welcome to Cars with Kasey, episode 6. In this episode, I'll be personally going over my personally ideal 5-car garage. Now, the first car in this garage should be something that's practical for daily driving. To be practical for daily driving, it should be a new car that is under warranty. The car should also have maximized storage and efficiency, which would likely mean getting a crossover or a wagon. So let's set a standard for 30 miles to gallon. And for it to be an affordable car, it should be no more than 30 grand. The average hourly wage in the United States is $36.44, and the average price of gas in the United States is $3.20 per gallon. The first brand I would look at would be Ford. Ford offers 2 cars for an affordable price, those being the Escape and the Maverick. The Escape is a small wagon starting at just shy of the 30 grand limit, and the Escape achieves 30 miles to the gallon. With an hourly wage, the Escape will take you 342 miles. Now, the Maverick is a small ute on the same platform, one of the only cars with a truck bed on this list. The Maverick would also be about 25 grand, but Ford raised prices to about 28 grand, making it comparable to the Escape. With 39 miles to the gallon, the ute will go 444 miles on an hourly wage. The next brand would be Chevrolet, which offers the Trax and the Trailblazer for an affordable price. The Trax is an affordable wagon costing just 20 grand, and the Trax achieves 30 miles to the gallon, which would take you 342 miles on an hour of work. The Trailblazer is a smaller wagon, but costs slightly more at 23 grand. The Trailblazer gets 31 miles to the gallon, going 353 miles per hour of work. The third company I checked was Mazda, offering just one model that meets the criteria. The Mazda 3 sedan starts at 24 grand and achieves 32 miles to a gallon, which would take you about 364 miles on an hour of work. The next brand I looked at was Buick, which offers the Invista and Encore wagons for an affordable price. The Invista starts at about 24 grand and achieves 30 miles to a gallon. The car will go 342 miles on an hour of work. The 26 grand Encore is slightly better for efficiency at 31 miles to the gallon and will go 353 miles on an hour of work. The next brand I checked was Kia. Kia offers a few models that meet these requirements. The first is the famous Kia Soul. Ugly and small, the Soul is a Trax rival starting at 20 grand. The Soul achieves 30 miles to the gallon, getting 342 miles on an hour of work, pretty similar to the Trax. The Nero wagon is what I drive. It starts at 27 grand and gets an incredible 54 miles per gallon. An hour of work would take you 615 miles in the Nero. The next car is the Kia K4, which starts at 22 grand. The sedan achieves 35 miles per gallon, and the sedan can go 399 miles on an hourly wage. Its bigger brother, the K5, starts at 27 grand and achieves 32 miles to the gallon. And the Forte knockoff will go 364 miles on an hour of work. Kia's parent Hyundai also offers a few cars in the same category. The Hyundai Venue starts at 20 grand and can reach 31 miles to gallon. The Hyundai Kona is slightly larger and priced at 25 grand. The wagon achieves 32 miles a gallon, allowing it to go 364 miles on an hourly wage. Meanwhile, the famous little Elantra starts at 22 grand and achieves 37 miles per gallon, going 421 miles on an hourly wage. The hybrid version also meets the criteria and achieves a better 55 miles per gallon, going 626 miles on an hourly wage. The standard Sonata is similar to the standard Elantra, costing 27 grand and achieving 33 miles per gallon, which goes 376 miles on an hour of work. Honda offers the Civic and the Accord. The Honda Civic achieves 37 miles to the gallon for a price of 25 grand, and the Civic sedan will take you 421 miles per hour of work. The wagon version costs about 3 grand more and gets 34 miles to the gallon, or 387 miles on an hour of work. The hybrid sedan costs 29 grand and achieves 49 miles to the gallon, which will take you 558 miles on an hour of work. The Accord sedan reaches 33 miles to the gallon for a price of 29 grand, taking you 376 miles. Nissan has remained a powerhouse of the economy car industry. The Nissan Rogue starts at 29 grand and achieves 34 miles to the gallon or 387 miles per hourly wage. The Kicks goes for $22,000 and achieves 32 miles to the gallon, or 364 miles per wage. The Kicks Play will cost you the same, but get 34 miles to the gallon and 387 miles per hourly wage. The Versa remains a very affordable car at just $17,000 and still achieves 31 miles to the gallon, and an hour of work will take you 353 miles. The little Sentra sedan costs slightly more at $22,000 but can return 35 miles to that gallon. For every hour of work, the Sentra will take you 399 miles. Nissan's top sedan, the Altima, goes for $27,000 and gets 33 miles to a gallon. An hour of work will take you 376 miles. Nissan's Little Leaf is the only affordable EV in the US, starting at just $28,000 and returns about 108 miles per gallon equivalent. But if you're looking for something a little more rugged, you should probably consider a Subaru. The Crosstrek starts at $27,000 and returns 31 miles to a gallon, and the Crosstrek can take you 353 miles per hourly wage. Meanwhile, the Impreza wagon starts at $24,000 but will also achieve the same efficiency as the Crosstrek. And for $27,000, the Legacy sedan achieves the same as well. The Toyota Corolla Cross wagon starts at $25,000 and returns 32 miles per gallon, and an hour of work can take you 364 miles. The hybrid version will cost an additional $4,000, but returns 42 miles per gallon, and unlike the standard version, which is a wagon, the Corolla Cross Hybrid is actually a crossover. The hybrid will take you 478 miles on an hour of work. The standard sedan Corolla will take you $23,000 and return 37 miles to the gallon, going 421 miles on an hour of work. And the hybrid version will cost an extra $2,000, but return 50 miles to the gallon, or 569 miles on an hourly wage. The wagon version that isn't the Cross wagon returns the same efficiency, but costs $24,000, and the little Prius will get 57 miles to a gallon for $29,000. On an hour of work, the Prius can take you 649 miles. Volkswagen offers two cars in the US for an affordable price. The Tau costs $35,000 and returns 32 miles to the gallon. The Jetta runs $23,000 and will return 34 miles to the gallon. If you are looking for the lowest outright price on this list, the Nissan Versa is the way to go, and it costs just $17,000. And for those looking for a manual transmission, the Versa is also the only affordable car in the US to come with a manual transmission. Now, Leaf would have the highest mileage, but being an EV, the car might not just be practical everywhere. But if you are in a city looking for maximum mileage, the Leaf is the way to go. But for those looking for the most miles per gallon outside of an urban area, the Prius is the way to go at 57 miles to the gallon, the highest on this list. If you want something reliable, Toyota is known for their reliability, as is Subaru, with both companies seeing cars exceed 250,000 miles. For a car that can go anywhere and be practical, a Subaru Crosstrek would be the way to go. I would go for a Toyota Prius, except that the Prius comes with a CVT, which are known to slip and lack engagement for the driver. So my choice for a daily driver will be a 2025 Kia Niro. The Niro would be the base trim, finished in steel gray, and accessories would include the cargo mat and the net, carpeted floor mats, mudguards, and the rear bumper protector. But without a budget, that would become the plug-in hybrid Kia Niro, finished in mineral blue with the same accessories. The second car in this garage would be something that can work, a pickup truck. Personally, I would be looking for something that can maximize the amount I can tow. To keep trucks realistic, the price will also be capped, this time to $50,000. Ford offers 3 work-oriented trucks for under $50,000. The first is the F-150. When paired with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6, the F-150 can tow up to 13,500 pounds. The F-250 can tow 17.3 thousand pounds in the same price point when paired with a 6.8-liter V8 in a single-cab format. The F-350 in the same format can tow 18,100 pounds. Chevrolet offers just 2 trucks in the same range. The Silverado 1500 can reach 13.3 thousand pounds when given a 5.3-liter V8 in a double-cab 4x4 format. The Silverado 2500 can tow 16,000 pounds with a 6.6-liter V8 in a double-cab long bed format with 18-inch wheels. And unfortunately, the Silverado 3500, the competitor to Ford's F-350, does not meet this price range. Ram offers 3 trucks in the range as well. Ram offers the 1500, which can tow 11.5 thousand pounds with the 3-liter inline 6 in a double cab format. The 2500 could tow 17.4 thousand pounds with a 6.4 liter Hemi V8 in a double cab format with a 4.10 axle ratio. The 3500 can tow 18.2 thousand pounds in the price range when paired with the same 6.4 liter Hemi V8, a 4.10 axle ratio, and a single cab dually format. Toyota offers just one model in this range. The Toyota Tundra can tow up to 12,000 pounds in the SR5 trim in double cab short bed format. Of these, I would go for the Ram 3500 as it can reach the highest towing capacity. It would be in standard white with rubber floor mats. The third vehicle would be a weekender vehicle, which would be more based on preference. This is a truck that will be primarily used for dirt roads and camping trips, and this truck will end up being a Ford F-150 XLT with an extended cab, 6.5-foot bed, and finished in rapid red. The truck will have a 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 and the FX4 4x4 package. The truck will have a bed utility package and a hard folding tonneau cover. The truck will be finished with splash scars and a first aid kit. Now the fourth vehicle on this list has to be a classic car. There would be a few classic cars that I would be interested in, such as the 1967 Shelby GT500 and 1971 Corvette C3 ZR2 and more. But the car I'm going to go with is a 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am finished in Starlight Black. The drivetrain would be the W72 6.6-liter V8 and a 4-speed manual. Handling would be given by the RTS suspension package. The interior would be white seat and Firethorn accent package. The car will also have a tilting steering wheel, rear window defogger, rear windows AC, the Y92 lamp group, moldings, glass sunroof, Trans Am hood decal, of course, the Y82 special edition package, the supercooling radiator, and an aftermarket Bluetooth sound system, all to make it a luxury classic. The fifth and final vehicle of my 5-car garage would be an all-out sports car. You might think sports car as Porsche or Mustang, but personally, I would go for a 2025 Ford F-150 in a single cab standard bed format. The truck would have a 5-liter V8 with a Ford Performance supercharger to push north of 700 horsepower. To put that power to the ground, the truck would have 4x4 and a Ford Performance lowering kit. The truck would have a hard folding tonneau cover and a bed cargo net. And the whole truck would be finished in Atlas blue and come with a chrome tailgate decal. In the end, this 5-car garage would include a new Kia Niro plug-in hybrid, a new Ram 3500 single cab dually with a Hemi V8, a 2024 to 2025 Ford F-150 XLT extended cab FX4, a 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, and a 2024 to 2025 Ford F-150 XL single cab with performance parts. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode of Cars with Kasey, and I look forward to talking to you in the next one. I can be found on Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify under the podcast name Cars with Kasey. On Instagram and YouTube, I can be found at the username Tavling Appa. That's Tavling, Tavling, Appa, APA. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I look forward to talking to you in the next.